Are those pale heads? Bottle of acid.
That's like a rule.
Okay.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah. I have a way to kill the liquor.
Not just venom.
I got that adrenaline.
Does it? I'd be careful.
Okay. Yeah, I like the gray segments. The gray segments feel like a Resident Evil game, to be honest. Override key. I have one hemolytic injector left. But at the very least I can use it on zombies, since I have an acid bottle for the liquors. Cool. I think even the idea of killing off Leon should be treated as sacrilege, to be honest.
So, what other characters do you have left besides Grace as the main character? If Leon
Almost all of them. Almost all the main characters are alive. Because in the first game, we had Jill, Chris, Barry, Wesker, Rebecca, Richard, Forrest. Oh gosh, Enrico. Oh man, I can't remember all of Alpha Team's name because Brad and a few other people, and the few other people are the people that died basically because I don't even remember their names. But out of the main cast, Wesker, Jill, Chris, Barry, and Rebecca and Brad all made it, right? So that's 6 characters, which is a very healthy amount of characters. And then game 2 happened, and then that's when we introduced Leon, Claire, Sherry, Marvin, Brian Irons, the police chief, William Birkin, Ada Wong.
Oh, I remember Ada Wong.
Yeah. Goodness.
You're so cute. You curse, but then you're also like, goodness.
I forget what Jeanette? Sherry's mother. And Ada supposedly gets killed. Leon and Claire make it. Sherry makes it. Both her parents die. The chief is a bad guy, so we kill him. And most of the rest of the notable characters are like monsters of some kind. Game 3 was actually supposed to be a spin-off game, reintroducing Jill into the franchise. because after the stuff at the mansion happens, all the remaining infection goes into the village, or the town, Raccoon City. So the third game was supposed to be a spinoff of Jill surviving in Raccoon City.
Was supposed to be?
It was supposed to be a spinoff, yes.
And then what
until the original 3 ended up getting delayed. But the spinoff was almost done. So they just finished it and released it as the third mainline entry. And most of the characters in that, there's Mikhail, Carlos, Nikolai, Jill, Brad gets reintroduced. Brad is then killed. So Jill and Carlos make it through that game. And then in the meantime, they released Resident Evil 0, which is a prequel to the first game. Shocking. And it's the story of how Rebecca from the first game ended up getting to the mansion to begin with. She's part of pretty much the only surviving member of Alpha Team. Or Bravo Team, whichever one was sent before Wesker's team. Both Rebecca and her convict partner, Billy, both of them make it through that game. And then Code Veronica came out, and that was actually a spin-off game. I believe that's the game that was intended to be the third game, was Code Veronica. And that reintroduces Claire and Chris and Wesker. And it introduces a new character called Steve, as well as the Ashford twins. And Steve is mutated and supposedly killed. But Wesker shows up to take his body for experimentation. Chris shows up and saves Claire, which is when they finally reconnect physically, because Chris and Claire are brothers and sisters. They're siblings. Claire actually went to Raccoon City to look for Chris, and that's why she was there to begin with. So they end up finally meeting one another after Raccoon City happens, because Chris wasn't there for Raccoon City. Chris, after the mansion incident, Chris left. Like, he got out. Because I think he was hunting down Wesker, or he was hunting down more affiliates of Umbrella. You know, for a clean room, this doesn't feel very clean.
Why would you need an umbrella if you're already underground?
Mm-hmm. Big brain. Big brain moment.
I know. Oh, it's called Raccoon City, so it's called that because it's filled with trash.
I don't think that's why.
Well, it makes me think of, like, maybe I'm approaching oh.
This is not good. Oh, I'm dead. This is not.
You're good.
Farewell. We are never coming back here ever, ever, ever again. I don't know if there's a reason why it's called Raccoon.
What do you know about Raccoon City?
It blew up. It's gone. Well, most of it's gone. We're kind of still in it somehow.
Was it named Raccoon City before or after the explosion?
Before.
What do you know about it before?
It was a very popular city because of Umbrella, which was a top pharmaceutical company. That's pretty much it. Home to unknowingly shady experiments.
You know, like, Raccoon City is such a shady name. Like, it makes me think of just, like, people and their dirty laundry out. You know what I mean?
I think there's a raccoon mascot that appears in the games occasionally, but I don't know if it's a mascot, if the city got its name for the mascot, or vice versa.
Nothing against raccoons. Raccoons are adorable.
More like no ass. Yeah, oh no, indeed. And then, of course, is 4, which is like the big game. And 4 reintroduces Leon. Yeah, it's like the game with Leon.
I see.
He's
Leon's a fan favorite because he's cute.
Yeah, that's when we are introduced to Ashley and Louise, and Ada Wong comes back after supposedly being dead, but also probably not supposedly because she helps him out after we think she's dead. And Louise is killed, Leon and Ada make it, and Ashley makes it. And then there's 5, which reintroduces Chris. And emergency supplies code 109020. Cool. Cool. I'm not gonna do anything about that. A character called Sheva is introduced. Jill comes back. Wesker comes back. Chris, Jill, and Sheva all make it. However, Wesker is supposedly dead. Okay, I guess this is the other safe with all the zombies next to it. And then 6 comes out, and it has Leon, Chris. Sherry finally comes back because she's an agent now too.
Am I not supposed to treat it like a book series?
Are you what?
Am I not supposed to treat this like a book series?
Well, it's not a book series.
I understand that, but I'm just trying to understand the medium a little bit more because I'm not a gamer.
There actually is a novelization of the games.
Well, yeah, I know that, but wait, no, I don't. I don't actually.
I was gonna say no, you don't know that. They did make some. They did make some books based off of the games that are, in essence, a retelling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Especially if they're like comic books and they show all the action.
They actually they aren't, but I think they did do one when 6 came out. But I've never seen them because I don't know if they were ever made in English.
I see. What was this originally? What was this originally?
The game?
Yeah.
Japanese.
I see.
It was under the name Biohazard, but then whenever
Right. You were telling me about
whenever they tried to put the name in America, apparently there is a band called Biohazard, and they got into some like
legal stuff.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Because it's a band.
A band, yeah.
Nobody else can use the word biohazard. Nobody can make a movie called Biohazard.
Yeah.
Nobody can make a book called Biohazard.
But yeah,
Only
6
Biohazard.
came out, and because they had been hopping on the co-op train for several years at that point, they kept doing it. So there are 3 campaigns. It has Leon, Chris, Sherry, a guy named Jake, a guy named Piers, and a girl named Helena. And those are the protagonists. 2 per campaign, so you can co-op. And all of them make it except for Piers.
Nice.
They made a couple spin-off games that star Jill and Barry, and they make it through them. And then they finally did 7, which stars Ethan Winters, and he makes it through 7. They make 8, which is a sequel to 7, starring Ethan again, and he doesn't make it through that. So realistically, there's only like 3 main protagonists, like playable characters, that ever actually die. So there's like at least a dozen main characters that are directly involved with the story that could easily be here. But they're not Leon, so we gotta use Leon instead. I actually probably did not need to do this. Oh, well, lucky me. I didn't even know this was here. And look at that, hip pouch. inventory expansion. Okay, so there's a zombie there and a liquor there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The problem is, the liquors can't see. But I can't get behind the zombie to insta-kill it, which means I would have to run or shoot, which will alert the liquor. And the liquor's the most dangerous thing in the room. So I have to use my other sneak kill against it. That's just the only way.
What are some other ways that you would treat a video game differently than
Then
film or novel?
like reading material.
Yeah, or a film or something.
I mean, I guess it's easier to put yourself in a main character's shoes when you get to control them. There's like an endearing factor that games have to live up to.
He says while shooting something.
Not good. Not good. There are more liquors.
Zoink scoop.
Liquors are much faster than me.
Dude. Oh Lord, she coming.
Oh! That was my only one of those. I can make another one, though. I think it's my only choice. Okay. Whew. But yeah, I like consuming video games because I get to control the main character's actions as well as experience their story through them. With books, it just feels like I'm being told a story. You know what I mean?
Is that like, are we talking first person? Like, do you feel that way if you're playing in third person on a video game?
Yes.
I think
Because
video games are just first person more often.
no, yes and no. They didn't used to be. I blame Call of Duty for that, to be honest. It's much easier to sympathize with the character you're playing as. That doesn't always mean you are imprinting on them. That was not good. I didn't get either of them with that.
Is there anything else? Like, you get to empathize with the person more because it's more like in first person more often, and what else? It's a very cool aspect.
I get to It's okay, I think I'm okay. I have nothing to take them down. Are those mine? Oh, really? I know, see, that's a nice little detail. Hang on, I gotta test something.
That is really
That's great. I feel like they put so much detail into everything but writing the story.
cool.
But yeah, I like games because I can. It's like making your own. Like, you ever play like Make Believe as a kid? So, video games are just like that. You get to choose a story to envelop yourself in, and you can see it visually unfold around you. It's the epic. It's the kind of fantasy epic or action epic that you imagine as a child, but created for you. You know what I mean? And if it's a kind of game where you get to influence what actually happens rather than it being a set story, then I didn't need to open this. There's a zombie in here.
The way it whipped it back around at you. So funny.
50, 60, 80. Great. Cool. Whenever I go back, chat.
We might be cooked. Careful.
We're cooked. We are so cooked. We are cooked.
Ooh, yo! Ah, it's so fast.
Whoa. Did I just kill it?
Looks like it.
It must have been hurt by the acid after all.
Didn't just regenerate health after that.
The liquors? I sure hope not. The zombies come back. Hopefully the liquors do not. I don't know.
I guess that makes sense. Usually in like The Walking Dead and stuff, you shoot a zombie, it's dead.
Yeah, these motherfuckers built different. They come back
because they're like made by this fucking pharmaceutical
Yeah.
company for years.
They
it has 30 years of pharmaceutical development in it.
Yeah, these come back and they're faster and they jump.
They're like roaches.
Yeah.
They're like super
roaches.
They're super resilient.
Yeah. Hopefully they decide not to mutate. I think there's a zombie in here too. So I will not be opening this one.
Before I started looking at this, I thought you were just talking about like a poison alcohol. You're like, I gotta avoid the liquor. Like, okay, yeah, don't drink it.
Yeah, don't drink. It's bad for you.
Bad for you.
Okay, I can make a hemolytic injector. I can make 2. So hemolytic injectors are insta-kills on anything as long as you sneak up to them. Oh yeah, we using this ink ribbon. But liquors can climb on the ceiling, and you can't stab something on the ceiling.
Makes sense.
Really? Thank you.
That's cute.
Sweet. I have a question, game. I'm feeling confident because I just saved. Can they hear this?
Yep.
Okay. But they don't know I'm there. Oh, there's more than one. That's good to know. If I had a bottle of acid, I could probably get them both. And I don't. So that's great.
Yo.
You're not going to turn around, right?
Yo.
Okay. I'm going to have to get one of these. Or I'm going to have to go... Wait. Wait, is this a... Okay, that's an empty bottle. That might be the first time I've actually used a distraction item in this game. Is there something in there?
No, you used it with the chef.
I don't think I actually worked. Like, I don't think it actually did its job. Why am I up here? Oh, it's supposed to be an easier way to go around everything down here. If I didn't kill everything down here already.
So
No.
how did they not hear the shooting from just a floor down with no walls?
I don't think they were up there before.
Oh.
I think...
Yo?
I think they just wanted to be dramatic. I don't think they knew I was there. Those are the ones from up top. That's why they didn't spawn in before. Because they wanted to script that jump scare. If I... If I step on that glass, it'll make noise. It will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. There was a shard of glass, and I was getting ready to press the sprint button as soon as I heard that glass. Okay. I feel like throwing up a little bit. Okay. I know the code for this. I just gotta find it. 50, 60, 80.
No, I think I understand why you like escape rooms, or you want to go in an escape room.
Mhm.
This is like an escape room. Feels like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. That's really helpful, actually. Since I'm done with that area, I can save this bottle of acid for later. Balls. Well, this feels important. This feels like story time. I don't know. I like Grace as a character. I don't like the main character who's just being introduced 9 mainline games in and is suddenly like the most important thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, she has no idea what's been going on at all prior to this game. If she wasn't like, you know, the most important thing in the world at the moment. Because then Leon's gonna be like, "You're so important, I'm gonna have to save you before I die, I guess. But I'm dying anyway, so, like, it was gonna happen,
Right.
I guess."
So you think that they introduced her to replace him, essentially?
I don't think they're gonna replace Leon, I think they're just ending his story. I don't know. They're remaking a bunch of the old games soon anyway, so it's not like we're getting away from the old timeline. In the 90s.
Floppy disk.
Yeah. That's been there since the 90s. Oh my god, Tyler. This just, I feel like I'm just watching Silent Hill 2 now.
And the old man is Leon. Wait, no.
The old man is, I'm assuming, Oswell E. Spencer, who is the person who created all of the viruses from the beginning.
That's her mom in the clip.
Yeah, her mom was in the red. Her mom is a character that's already been in the franchise before, in a spin-off game called Outbreak, which also takes place in Raccoon City before it was nuked. I don't think I can do this tonight. I think I gotta take a nap. Maybe finish this up later. Maybe. I just don't want to get all the spoilers before I hope this has been recording the whole time. That would suck.